Hello, wonderful people. This is Adam Alto Healing with another spiritual video and podcast. Today, I want to talk to you about something it's kind of spiritual. I think, everything in its essence is spiritual, but this is something I would say more on the physical side of things, which, to be honest, I have a tendency to not go, have my feet planted firmly on the ground. It's more like, I have my head in the clouds all the time, and that does not translate well to physical well-being and manifestation. But I've been grounding myself more into the earth, more into practicality. I've been reading Jordan Peterson's book. I think it was like the 12 Rules for Life, something like that. I just literally got it like yesterday. Been really enjoying his work. I don't know what the spiritual community thinks of him, but he's a very religious man as well. But so basically, just applying what I've read so far, I had such a great day today because I was focused. And I know you hear this in different communities, but it's really true. What you focus on grows. It's like water. What you focus on, it will expand. It'll become bigger, and that goes for weeds as well. If you keep watering the weeds and giving them nourishment, they're gonna grow. If it's a bad habit, if it's negative thinking, if it's hate for something or someone, it's going to grow. But if we focus our energy on what's good, what's beautiful, what's for the benefit of everybody, for yourself and for others, it really opens doors. And I think what he says in the book, even just asking a question, how can I improve my life? How can I improve my life? That brings out the answers. When you ask the universe questions, you will get answers. It's just sometimes, we don't even ask ourselves the question. We're just, for me personally, I'm like, it's like, I feel like I'm locked in this kind of minutia of my egoic thoughts. It's just almost like a barrier. Almost. I say almost because the voice of the Holy Spirit is always there. It's always there. But I think it takes willingness and focus to actually listen, and discipline it as well, because I think we become such accustomed to our egoic thinking or our way of being that it takes practice and willingness. And that, I think that's what discipline really is. It's the willingness to do something even in the moment you don't necessarily feel like it. Because sometimes it is easier not to listen to the Holy Spirit and just go with ego. It's easier to say what you're feeling right now out of anger than to reflect and take a moment and to ponder what your words or your actions are going to have an effect on that person or on yourself. And when it comes to focus, I think it's really important to focus on what is good in our life right now. So often, for me personally, I like to focus on what's wrong, what to fix. And there's nothing necessarily so wrong about it, but it becomes like a never-ending cycle of how can I improve? How can things are bad, I need to improve them right now. But I think it's having a balance of that, of making your life better, but also focusing on what is really working well. Because I think no matter what, something is working out well, be it your health, maybe your financials, your relationships. And when we do take these things for granted, but it takes a little willingness and a little bit of focus to see, hey, maybe things aren't as bad as I think they are. Is what you focus on. And what he said, Jordan Peterson said in the book about vision, that really, really inspired me. I'm paraphrasing, but there's a saying is like, if you have a strong enough why, you'll go through any how, right? And it's like that comes from vision. And if you have a strong enough vision and you know what you want, you'll know what to focus on. So I have moments in my life where I was so unclear of what I want and what I want to do that I'll just be all over the place. But when we have that focus, we can say, okay, this is a productive way of spending my time, and this is not a productive way of spending my time. Because I think it's also a balance, because we came here in these physical bodies to enjoy time, to be in time and space. Otherwise, it wouldn't be like that, right? I think there's such thing as God time, being one with the Creator and asking, what would you have me do today? And like I ask the Holy Spirit every day. Well, okay, not every day, but I do try my best, and I ask the Holy Spirit. It's been quite a few times, and I ask him, what would you have me do? And I listen. I give myself tasks, and then when I do the tasks, I reward myself. That's what he also said in my book. If there's something arduous or something you don't want to do, cleaning dishes, you say, okay, I'll have a cup of coffee. And it kind of gamifies your life, and that's something I'm really looking forward to expanding in my life right now, making life more of a game. Okay, guys. I hope this helped you in a way to focus yourselves on what's really important. All right. Take care, and God bless.